football, varsity football, they have what they call the bleacher creatures. And those are all the little elementary kids. And so at the beginning of the game, after the team goes through the big blow-up tunnel, the little bleacher creature kids get to run through and run down the field. And Kelly and the nurse took Cameron, and they were letting him walk, and it took quite a while. But they got down there, and the whole football team lined up.
Well, his brother walked over first and
his
said,
brother
"Hey,
walked
buddy."
over first.
"Hey, buddy," and fist bumped. And then I heard one boy say, "Hey, man on the field." Like
There's
some of the
one
guys
more.
started,
Stop.
some of the guys started walking off, and they all came by and fist bumped him. It was
Yeah.
very special because they just acknowledged him as an important person, as an equal. It was really neat.
When you hear the term deaf-blind, who do you envision? Helen Keller probably comes to mind. Can you think of anyone else? People who are deaf-blind live, work, and play in our communities. They are our daughters, sons, sisters, brothers, wives, husbands, and friends. It may seem like the label deaf-blind refers to a person who is completely deaf and completely blind. But in reality, people who are deaf-blind have a wide variety of vision and hearing losses. The cause and the type and the severity of the losses differ from person to person, yet they are all considered to be deaf-blind. Deaf-blindness is a low-incidence disability. The key feature of deaf-blindness is that the combined vision and hearing loss limits a person's access to information. For people who can see and hear, the world extends outward as far as his or her eyes and ears can reach. But a person who is deaf-blind usually lacks enough vision and hearing to watch and listen to others. Their opportunities to learn through observation, imitation, and communication are limited. To complicate things further, more than 90% of children who are deaf-blind have additional disabilities or health problems. Often, the full impact of the deaf-blindness may not be recognized or addressed. Fortunately, children who are deaf-blind are singled out educationally because it requires unique and individualized teaching strategies and supports to make sure they have the opportunity to reach their full potential. And that's what we all want. People who are deaf-blind are valued members of society and are entitled to the same opportunities and choices as other members of their community.
Básicamente NFIDB para mí, para Puerto Rico como tal, ha sido una experiencia increíble porque nos ha ayudado a expandir nuestros horizontes, nos ha ayudado a crecer, no solamente a mí como madre, con todo lo que he aprendido durante el tiempo que he estado con ellos, sino a Puerto Rico como afiliación, como asociación. Hemos aprendido mucho a ver más allá, a cruzar fronteras.
Basically, exposure to the leadership in that organization and being involved with legislative issues and things like that and advocating for the visually impaired.
Access to information is the biggest thing. Being that deafblindness is such a low incidence thing, then from my perspective, we were able to glean a lot of information online and things like that, techniques, picture books and experience books and all the little things that you don't think about.
I know that we've been coming to these conferences for about 10, 12 years now and really found it a valuable benefit, both spiritually for ourselves, for the development of our daughter, for resources, for getting to know other families. Now we consider this family.
Mira, la mejor manera de exponer a nuestros hijos dentro de la comunidad es exponiéndolos, es llevándolos a trabajar, es tenerlos ahí diariamente, que la gente los vea, que la comunidad los conozca. Yo estoy muy orgullosa porque Luigi está trabajando y trabaja en una farmacia de la comunidad y se deja sentir. Y el que entra por esa puerta sabe que Luigi está allí, porque Luigi es muy peculiar y saluda a todo el mundo.
I take my son out every day to different communities. We go to stores, department stores. We go to restaurants. We go to the gyms where people know him. And when I go without him, they ask, where's Jarvis?
Opportunities to get out in the community are really priceless for him, and it gives us kind of a jumping off point to introduce him to people and say, this is our family and not just a few of our kids at one time.
Whatever it is that your child is able to do, you jump in with both feet and you get involved. And by doing that, you're rubbing up with the community and those that don't know about deafblindness.
Sí hay que buscar la manera de acentuarlos y de dejarles saber que ellos son importantes dentro de la comunidad, ya sea a través de un reconocimiento del Departamento de Educación, ya sea a través del reconocimiento de la comunidad donde ellos viven, alguna actividad que se pueda hacer para que la gente que está en la comunidad reconozca que nuestros niños tienen un talento, ¿verdad? Y que tienen unas cosas hermosas que ofrecer.
What can your child do? And maybe what can they not do? Let's go explore. Let's go swimming. Let's go to the playground. Let's go bump into folks in the community and experiment. Enjoy life and have fun. And you'll get people that will notice that something's different about that child.
But you need to be out there and you need to say this person is part of your community. This person is trying hard to take care of themselves and be independent and not dependent on you. This person is there doing their level best and you and I can be there.
You're responsible for their dreams. And we have to give them wings and experiences and all the tools to succeed and fly. And if we don't take them out, it won't happen. And so we have to seek for opportunities for them to be successful.
Primero como madre tengo que decirle que debemos llorar, debemos gritar, es parte de. Pero hay que buscar el apoyo, hay que crecer, hay que aprender. Y la única forma de hacerlo es buscando las organizaciones que te van a ayudar a hacer eso.
I think we would tell them that their child would have a lot of potential, that they should be confident, not worry about the child, provide a good education, and dream whatever they want to dream for their child, because anything is possible.
There is no can't.
There is no can't, and there is no no's.
Yeah.
You just have to push.
There's
and
no
push.
limit. The
There
limit is the sky.
absolutely no. Any research that you read today, any neurological research, any kind of even vision and hearing and everything else that they tell you that it's a definite what it isn't, because my child is the exception to the rule. And if you go in with that thought and if you go in with that perception, that will guide you in the appropriate way.
It's not an easy road, but it is a doable road. And it can be done with support.
Become involved with other people like you as soon as possible that have the same issues in their life that you have in your life. And it will never be the same because the family dynamics can be different, your child's disorders may be different, but yet the sooner you get started on that journey, that trip you're going to take, the roller coaster ride, the more informed you're going to be, and the more comfortable you're going to be that your child is going to have a happy and productive life.
We had an organization in our minds called Pot People of Tanya, and we would pull these people in. So it was, whether it's my sister, whether it's her brother, whether it's her parents, we got these people to help us, and we took some other resources too. We sought counseling. We talked to other families, came to these conferences.
We managed to find, by going through TSD, through ERCOD, through basically outreach programs through the deaf community, is how I started the whole process.
Es un proceso, ¿no? Es un proceso de vida y nuestros hijos nos enseñan diariamente. Y yo creo que diariamente uno tiene que aprender a compartir con otras personas lo que uno tiene dentro para no encerrarse. Así que la NFADB esté ahí de apoyo y que las organizaciones en Puerto Rico estén ahí de apoyo es hermoso. Hay que compartirlo, hay que hablarlo.
We want to educate other people who are unaware of being deaf, the population of deaf blindness. We want to educate them about how you can still have a normal life even if you have a disability. I don't want people to think of it as a person who has a disability not being a normal person. I want them to think of me without a disability, even though I have one, even two, I mean.
There's a lot of things that I've experienced through life that going through those experiences has made it easier now for me. So families can breathe a sigh of relief that their own children can do this, and they can encourage their children, based on Divia's experience and what I've learned. And then they can take that experience and they can adjust it to their child's life and give them that experience.